Thanks for checking out another clip of the Cashflow Contractor. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. Click subscribe wherever you get your podcast. We've heard many times before on this podcast, establish a relationship with a banker before you need a banker. What are some of the things that you think about, Luke, and things that you've seen with needing to establish that relationship with a bank?
Yeah, I mean, one of the biggest things is people wait too long to do it. They think banks exist to serve me when I need them. That's the business owner's perspective. But that's the wrong perspective because it's not the perspective that bankers have. If you have a different perspective than they do, then you're going to struggle to work with them. You need to understand how banks and bankers think and align to that, or you're never going to have a healthy working relationship with a banker. The business owner wants to say, "Oh, I'm out of cash. I need to go to the bank and get a line of credit." Well, that's not how it works. Bankers aren't in the business of giving lines of credit to people who aren't financially healthy. They manage risk on their side, and they want to give credit to credit worthy companies that are able to show strong, healthy financial position in terms of cash flow, in terms of profitability, in terms of financial management, and just being able to demonstrate that you know what you're doing as a company. So the time to go ask for something like a line of credit and start building and establishing a relationship with a bank is when things are going well.
Yeah. So how well? What does that mean? Things are going well. Let's define that for our audience. I got jobs pouring in. Am I doing well?
It could be if you're managing those jobs well and you're managing your cash flow well, and that full pipeline is translating to solid profitability and healthy cash flow in a growing company, then yeah, absolutely. But if it's not managed well and that full pipeline is actually drowning you, it's sucking your cash dry, and you're struggling to keep up and fund the jobs to be able to complete them and earn the revenue, then no, it's not a good thing.
Yeah. And this is where having every banker is going to want to see your books. So if you're using profit first, what's your banker going to tell you?
They'll look at your bank statements for that few $100,000.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yes, they're gonna want better data.
Yeah. Okay. What exactly are they going to look at?
Depends on what you want from them. If you're going to a bank and wanting to just open an operating account to run your business out of, I mean, they'll give that to just about anybody, right? But if you
Right.
want to have more of a complete banking relationship with them, where you want your operating accounts, but you also want credit cards and treasury management and lines of credit and all of that, then they're going to want significantly more from you. They're going to want historical financials. They're going to want future projections. They're going to want to see your accounts receivable. Depending on the industry you're in, we do a lot in the construction industry. So you want to establish a line of credit and collateralize it with your accounts receivable. Well, they're not going to do that if you're a construction company and that accounts receivable is all on bonded jobs, where the bank is going to be a secondary lien holder to a bonding agency. Then those accounts receivable don't do them any good in terms of collateralizing a line of credit. So you're going to have to go do some other form of collateralization if you want to get a line of credit.
Mm. So let's think about, like, how many bank relationships do you think I should have? Is it just one, or should I be diversifying a little bit?
That's a great question. Bankers would tell you one, right? They want, and frankly, a lot of banks are moving to a strategy where this relationship banking is what they call it. There's so many bankers out there right now that will introduce themselves as relationship bankers. And what that really means is they want the entire banking relationship. So if you're not going to give them, as a business owner, your entire banking relationship, meaning they want your operating accounts, they want your credit cards, they want your treasury management, they want your debt. If you're not going to give them all of it, they may just invite you to pursue your banking somewhere else because they want to be the one-stop shop for you.
What's right and wrong about that?
I don't know if it's necessarily, I don't know if I'd say right or
Well,
wrong.
that's strong
It's
word.
more left
Favorable
or
or
right.
done, right.
Yeah, there's advantages to both for sure. I mean, the advantages are you only have to deal with one person. You have your banker at your bank and they take care of you. They provide everything you need. The downside is that bank may be the best option for your operating account. but their line of credit might be more expensive than the bank down the street. So you can't just split it and say, I'm going to have my operating accounts here because they're best. And I'm going to have my line of credit over there because it's cheaper. So you lose some of that flexibility, but you get the advantages of simplicity.
Yeah. I think it matters. Let's go to that relationship. It matters what the relationship is with the person, right? You want to work with someone you get along with. How do you actually choose the banker you want to work with? Is it just solely off of the numbers?
I don't think so. No,
Okay.
I think it's a combination of a few things. It's the fundamental capabilities of that bank is one of the first things.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, the difference between a local credit union in terms of their capabilities, can they provide a robust treasury management function, right? What are their lending limits? What is their capacity? How can they actually, what are they capable of from a service perspective compared to like a large national bank, a JP Morgan Chase, a Bank of America, like these big banks that have all the technology, all the products, all the services. If you're a $50 million company and you need some robust services from your bank, you're probably not banking at the local credit union, right? So you got to pick a bank that has the capabilities to be able to support your business at the level that you need support. So that's going to whittle you down to a pool of banks that fits you. From there, you're probably interviewing bankers themselves and saying, where these banks that are a fit for me, where can I find a banker that's a fit for me? Someone who gets my business. They understand my industry. They understand my challenges. They understand what I need from a bank to be successful. And if somebody that I like, it's somebody that I get along with, is someone that's responsive, I know if I pick up the phone and call them, they're going to answer. I know they're going to be there when I need help and support from my bank. So I think it's a combination of the technical capabilities of the bank married with the right service provider, the right banker within that bank that fits you and your business.
So, and I'm sure you want someone who's also just looking out for your business, not someone who's just trying to sell you their products or push you into a certain, line of credit when you should be doing SBA or I don't know, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Someone who will do what's best for you, not what's best for the bank.
Yeah. Okay. Or best for both, maybe, right? We don't want to lose our banker. And
doing what's best for you is actually what's best for the bank.
Right. Thanks for checking out a clip from the Cashflow Contractor. We have full episodes where we go deep on topics that help you grow a construction business that runs without you so you can have less stress, more time, more money. Now, we've got other videos, other clips, but if you want to check out the full episode for this clip, you can click wherever our editor put it. It might be here, might be there, might be over my face, I don't know. But thank you for checking us out. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. So subscribe or check out a full episode wherever you get podcasts.